actually like film it though.
Huh?
Like, but I thought you had like a wallpaper, like a background or some shit.
What'd you say? This is the 8th episode of the Let's Talk Footy podcast. This is your host Samson, and I have a special guest with us today. You can introduce yourself, bro.
What's going on? So my name's Abdul, man, and pleasure to be on the show. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate you guys.
For sure. Always glad to have you.
Yeah, Adele, back again.
How you guys doing today?
Good.
Yeah, but it's my first time meeting you, man. So how you guys meet? Like, how you guys?
Well, we actually went to high school together.
We went to the same high school.
We went to middle school together, bro.
Yeah. So y'all been like knowing each other for like middle school.
Yeah. So you know each other.
So I can't say the same, man.
I just met him last year, not last semester, in
business, intro to business.
Yeah, intro to business. Yeah.
Shout out to the Mendons out there.
For sure. Anyways, bro, I was about to say, I see that Tunisian jersey on.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, actually, I went to the World Cup, you know what I'm saying, watched my country get smacked by some Cameroon. No, but listen, because like, bro, I was like surprised though, because I thought we were gonna beat Australia, and from my understanding, they didn't win a game since 2006. Like
Australia?
Yeah, World Cup.
No.
So we broke their streak, you know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying, I was trying to hide the jersey, you know what I'm saying?
Bro, show it out, bro. African support,
I got you, you know.
Some like 8 Ethiopian jerseys.
No, because when I played the Denmark game, bro, I was excited. I was like, yo, this is my team, you know what I'm saying? We tied Denmark, you know what I'm saying? We tied European teams. I was like, all right, bet, this is my team. But then, you know what I'm saying, we just lost, bro, so after Australia.
Yeah.
But yeah,
how was your? I was about to say, how was your experience at the World Cup? Would you say, like, you know?
It was really good. You know what I'm saying? I feel like Qatar itself gets a bad press. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But it was really good. You know, the environment really safe.
Yeah.
Overall, just like, you know what I'm saying, really good people out there. You know what I'm saying?
You were telling me, like, when you were out there, like, he was telling me he actually had a friend, right? He was driving a car. He just like leave his keys.
Yeah, leave his keys in the cars and everything.
Yeah, I hear about it a lot. It's super safe. Like, just
but
anybody.
Like I said, but if you're like, you know what I'm saying, Westerner, and you're hearing about Qatar, but you think of like ISIS.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying, like, because like it's an Arabic country at the end of the day.
Yeah,
they don't know about it. You know what I'm saying? It's a really
nonsense,
nice place.
yeah.
It's a first world Arabic country, bro. So I would say it's like really safe.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
How many weeks did you stay over there?
Oh man, I was there for like 2 weeks. Yeah,
that's nice.
2 weeks. 2 weeks.
That's about. How long have you been, enjoying soccer and whatnot? Like, football.
Football.
The proper term.
You can't be saying soccer. Yeah. So I've been enjoying it for about like I used to play when I was little.
Mm-hmm.
Like when I was like, you know what I'm saying, like I was playing on them U8 rosters.
Yeah.
Like the rec league, yeah. But I used to play number 9, but I was a striker.
Number 9, R9.
You know what I'm saying? You gotta talk to me nice, bro. You know what I'm saying, bro? I gotta talk to you nice, bro. Number 9, bro. But what's it called? What positions y'all play? Y'all play soccer when you guys?
Yeah, we played soccer.
Yeah.
I was
mainly a forward, but like, you know, in Edison, it was playing me in.
I was like a winger. I would say a winger, sometimes up top. Yeah. I could have went pro, but it was just like I had an injury.
Oh, for real.
That's what I'm gonna tell my kids.
You played high school soccer?
Yeah, I played high school soccer. Football, bro. Come on, you gotta say the proper term.
Yeah.
Come on. But anyway, so you've been playing soccer since you were 8 years old.
Football, yeah.
Bro, okay, this is the last time I'm gonna say soccer. Were you watching since you were 8, or were you just more like playing it?
Yeah, I grew up, you know what I'm saying, I didn't, my mom's from France, and we don't like PSG, but like, you know what I'm saying, we like the Marseille team, Olympique de Marseille. Shout out to the Marseille people out there, you feel me?
Great club.
Yeah. Great club out there, you feel me?
Okay. So you have a lot of, you know what I mean, footballing genes in you, bro. You're from Tunisia, a great African country. You're from France, a great African, it's a great African country.
See, I stopped thinking about France being like a
European
colonizers. Yeah, bro. It's like it's Africa's team for real.
Yeah,
bro.
no, 100%.
It's Africa's team out there, bro. I don't like saying.
Did you get to go to any France games out Qatar or no?
Yeah, I went to what's it called? France versus Australia.
Oh man, the 4-1 game. Nah, you know what's crazy? I remember that game. I think it was like 1-0.
Mm-hmm. They were leading first,
and Twitter was going crazy. Like, fans, bro, again, bro.
No, because they weren't trying, bro. I promise you, I was at the game, but they weren't even trying, bro.
They just like, I know they turned it up, like I remember like maybe 30th minute or something like that. They just like turned it up, and I think they got 1 goal in before half, and then after that they got 3 in the second half. So
bro. And that's crazy because the people right next to us, they were just like, bro, I hate Mbappe. He scored 2 goals. I'm just like, oh,
I feel bad. They got knocked out by the winner anyways, Australia. Yeah, they lost to Argentina, but
they did. Yeah. But I watched the Saudi Arabia versus Argentina game.
Man, that was crazy.
Let me tell you guys, bro, the streets, bro. I'll send you some clips of it. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely will. We're gonna clip that in the video.
The streets were crazy, bro. I've never seen like anybody so hype in my life.
Really? The Saudi fans or Argentina?
No, bro, because like you know what I'm saying, Qatar and Saudi Arabia are right next to each other. You know what I'm saying?
In general,
the Qatar team was like trash, bro.
Yeah, I remember watching the first game, bro.
Because the first game I wasn't joining in like the TV they had like the fan. I was watching it in the fan zone, bro.
Yeah.
Bro, they was just like, bro, Qatar's gonna win, bro. You know what I'm saying? They never made it to the World Cup. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna win. I'm just like, no, y'all going against Ecuador, man. Y'all not gonna win, bro.
Yeah.
I was keeping it real, bro.
I had 100%. I had no faith in Qatar. I literally thought they were gonna be knocked out like the beginning.
I ain't gonna lie. I thought they were gonna tie Ecuador, bro, at first, and then they started like that guy scored a header, bro, and then like I remember like the first goal, like, they didn't count it because he was offsides, and then they scored. I was just like, yeah.
I remember. I think what happened. I saw like when they were playing Ecuador, they're like somewhat disappointed that Qatar was losing. They're like they're the Asian champions. In my head, I was like, what did you think?
To them, it's nothing, bro.
But the next World Cup is gonna happen here, right?
Yeah, here, Mexico and Canada.
But see, the thing it's not in the U.S.?
No, all three.
It's like all three.
That's the thing like I wanted to talk about too, bro. I feel like Qatar's gonna have the best World Cup because the country is so small, so you can make all the games for real, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But like these games right now, like one is gonna be in Miami, one's gonna be in Toronto, one's gonna be in Mexico City.
That's like those are all flights.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Especially
You
like
can't
if you wanna watch like a lot of games, you know what I'm saying? It's gonna be a hard time.
Nah,
you know what I'm saying?
I 100% agree. I think definitely spacing for like Qatar, it made things more community, more like you know what I mean. Everyone can like vibe with each other.
Yeah, everyone can vibe with each other. Like what happened during like you know what I'm saying when Saudi Arabia won, bro. Everybody like all the streets were like that. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah,
all
exactly.
Streets, bro.
Exactly.
So that's why you know what I'm saying. Like I would say like you know what I'm saying.
I'm glad, bro. It's probably like very nice for you to like you know what I mean, be able to go there. You know what I mean?
I'm unfortunate, bro. Unfortunate.
Yeah. For someone to follow soccer for a long time, you either have to have that background, like somebody at home is like watching the game, or like I feel like a lot of people that like are genuinely in love with the game, like maybe your family, like you know,
we have a community
in your
house
too. Exactly, like in your house, your dad's probably watching the games, and you know what I mean, you just tagged along and started.
That's what I'm
watching.
saying. If I didn't live in the U.S., I probably would have still played soccer. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, for sure.
Football, right? Football. I would have. You know what I'm saying? Because it's the atmosphere and it's the community as well. You know what I'm saying? Because like you know, when you're playing like you know football, especially in the U.S., but you don't have a lot of people to play with. You know what I'm saying? That's number one. Especially in the area.
It's not like you don't have a lot of people to play with.
I was living in, you know what I'm saying? Like I didn't have a lot of, you know what I'm saying, people to play with.
I'm saying I don't feel like it's the area that you live in. I feel like it's more like the tradition of football, right? I feel like for Americans, football is more like a money grabber, right? I feel like most people in America like the way they level up in like the game of football, you have to have some type of money, right?
Yeah.
What do you think about that?
I agree, because like especially with these academies and like I guess travel. I'm not trying to diss travel or whatever. It's
for sure.
It's a lot. It's a lot of just money involved.
It's tax. I used to do travel.
Yeah, bro.
It's tax.
It's a lot. It's a lot of money involved. It's more money than
it's a lot
passion.
of gas money and it's a lot of just
compared to overseas. You know, there's a lot more passion in just developing those players into better players. So yeah.
Yeah, there's more love to it. You know what I'm saying? Football doesn't get enough love in the U.S., bro. You know what I'm saying? They focus on the other sports, bro. Like I said, bro, if the U.S. really focused on football, bro, I feel like we'd be like a really good team. Because listen, bro, we have like ODJ on the back, on the left. You know what I'm saying?
You know. By the way, OBJ, for people that don't know, Odell Beckham Jr. is an NFL player for the. I think he's not playing. He's not playing right now for a team. But anyways, he was actually his first sport was soccer, football.
I remember. Yeah.
That's what I'm saying, bro.
He actually got offered, I believe, to go to Europe and the U.S. to play football. But I think he decided not to chase his football dreams and became NFL star like he did. But I feel like that just shows a testament of like how which sport is valued more.
That's what I'm saying.
I mean?
Yeah. And plus the U.S. they didn't do bad in the World Cup, man. I feel like they did it. Like they always make it to the round of 16 and just get
lose.
Like
I'm gonna be honest. Like for America, like I feel like their problem is like you said the way that they structure football in this country, right? Like the way it's like pay to play. That's how it's pay to play, right? Like in England, these players are developed from a young age. You know what I mean? You don't have to have necessarily the dollar, right? It's more like, does this guy know how to play football? We'll pay for him if he knows how to play the sport. You know what I mean? Because I think England looks at it as more like long term, as America looks at it as a short term investment, right? Yeah. And you see that like our league isn't really big. Like I feel like the MLS is more like a place where obviously big European stars come to retire. Or you know what I mean? People come to develop. You're not going to the MLS like it is the Premier League, League One. These are not competitive leagues that you're consistently. You know what I mean? You're not gonna get better playing in the MLS. In my opinion, what do you think?
Yeah, I agree. Because a lot of the players that are good there, they're coming out. They're not going back in. So
exactly.
It's kind of just a reverse of where what's going on in Europe.
And I remember even like one podcast I was like arguing with Nobel. I thought like a lot of American football players were actually playing in the MLS, but he corrected me because I'm a Chelsea fan. I know Pulisic plays in obviously plays on Chelsea, and other players play in like Germany and France. But I feel like I thought a lot of them played in the MLS, but he corrected me and told me that a lot of them are playing in Europe now. And when I heard that, I kind of did my homework and looked at things like that, and I was like, wow, I was very surprised. And I think I think American soccer is taking its necessary steps, but I feel like you said, the amount of time that is taking them to get to where they want to be, so-called. Like I was watching this one podcast where he was basically giving a trajectory for the U.S., giving them 30 years to win a World Cup. He thinks the U.S. could win a World Cup in 30 years. I was watching it, right? I just watched the whole take, right? It was kind of interesting because he was basically like, if America is like this now, right, and if they, I feel like we can all see the vibe of like American football and how it grows during the World Cup, especially, right? So I feel like for people, like most people, I feel like now in their brain it's like, especially the next ones in America, like we have to put like all our chips in, what I mean, to show out, obviously, we're the host. So I feel like we could definitely see an improvement in American soccer, but it's definitely going to take some time and passion.
I mean, we have 4 years, so I mean, that can happen in 4 years, like I said, bro. But I feel like France is going to win the next one. Just, you know what I'm saying? Argentina, they're not winning again.
No. I think that was Messi's last World Cup. Because, for him, it's like he already won it.
I'm saying, bro, and Ronaldo, bro, like I'm saying, like, when they lost, bro, I wasn't surprised that they lost to Morocco. I'm just like, bro, he's old, bro. I was watching this guy when I was in elementary school, bro.
Listen. Real talk.
It's sad to see, you know what I'm saying? It's not like I hate him or anything.
No, real talk. Let me tell you something, right? I definitely feel like Ronaldo will play the next World Cup. I'm going to be honest with you guys, right? I think Ronaldo's like.
I think he wants to. I don't know.
I think he's like one of the most egotistical like football players in the world, right?
Sure.
I feel like that guy.
If you get to that certain level, bro, like you have to be egotistical, man. You have to. As much as like, you know what I'm saying, people say like, nah, you have to be humble. You have to be humble, bro. Once you get to a certain point, bro, and you feel like you're better than everybody, bro, it's only natural, bro. You have to be like that.
Yeah, and Zlatan still plays for Sweden, right? I believe. And he's 40 years old and he still plays for Sweden, right?
Yeah, I think he retired and then he came back.
He came back. He was really qualifiers. I remember watching him, so I was like. For Ronaldo, I just feel like it's dry. And did you actually see? So he signed with the Saudi club. Did you see his clause?
I don't know if that was true. I think they came out, and Newcastle came out that wasn't true though. But like that was crazy. If that was true, that would have been crazy. So there was a clause that like when he signed for the Saudi team, you know how Newcastle, they're owned by Saudi owners, so the owners are the same as the club that he signed for. So they made up like a rumor that like in his clause, if Newcastle in England would make the Champions League this season, then he would be able to be loaned out there just to play in the Champions League. Imagine that.
That's crazy, man.
So he can have another chance at Europe. Yeah.
That's crazy.
He could just join that team just to be in the Champions League.
It's so mind-boggling to me. This guy is the richest football player still. $200 million his contract. He has the highest contract. He doesn't even play in Europe.
He's such a big brand. So
Such a big brand. Do you feel like he deserves the money or like, be honest?
For Saudi?
Yeah, for Saudi.
I mean, you can't say he's Ronaldo, obviously, and Saudi have that. They paid for that money, so I mean, I can't say he doesn't deserve it.
Well, let me ask you guys a question. Like, going into the World Cup, which team did you have, like, you know what I'm saying, that was going to win for sure? And, like, which team, like, you had, like, as a second option?
I wanted Brazil to win. I felt confident in Brazil.
The scissor kick I saw, bro, I was just like, dog, I was like, these guys.
From the beginning, I thought Brazil, and then their run, like, it looked more and more possible. But that Croatia game, like, that just.
I ain't gonna lie, bro. When Argentina lost to Saudi, I was like, bro, these guys are not gonna even.
I had no lost faith in Messi. Like, I definitely thought he was gonna like. He's definitely gonna make it to the final.
I know, but like, you know what I'm saying? Like remember last World Cup too? Like what happened last time? I think the one with Germany as well.
Yeah, you're talking about the Brazil World Cup.
Yeah. And then remember, I think it was Germany Argentina 2014, right?
Yeah, 2014 when they lost 1-0.
Yeah, bro, you saw the pressure on him, bro. I told you, I was just like, bro, the same thing's gonna happen like this World Cup too.
I'm not gonna lie, I had doubts too. I even was arguing with one of our co-hosts about that. Like before, like the final, I was just kind of like, I don't know if Messi's gonna,
No, so you thought Argentina was gonna win the World Cup?
I thought Argentina was gonna win the World Cup, but I definitely you remember I was definitely worried for Argentina. I was definitely like,
yeah, of course that first game was like, you don't.
Yeah, not even after the first. I'm talking about that final game because I saw Messi, fumble it last time against Germany. So I was really concerned like the next time. It would be, it would repeat history basically. And to be honest, Kylian Mbappe, he showed out, bro. Like I have nothing but applause for the guy. That guy is gonna be he's special, bro. That guy is special,
bro. Hat-trick in a final.
He's fast, bro. He's really fast. He's really fast, bro.
Bro, special. And have you seen Ethan, his brother?
Yeah, bro. He's already in the first team.
Oh my goodness. Did you see the video, right? They were clapping for Messi.
Oh yeah, and then he gave him that mean mug because that's hilarious.
Yeah, but he's gonna be the next World Cup. He's gonna be like 19. He's only 15. I think he's 15 or 16, right? 16 years old.
Yeah,
so crazy.
France is looking pretty deep, man. Bro. I thought France was gonna win, bro. But like this is before, like Benzema was on, like like he got announced, like he got injured, bro. So yeah, I was thinking about it, but I was just like, bro, in terms of like who the better team was, like. I can't really tell because France didn't have all their players, and plus 2 of the players got injured.
Yeah.
In the final, so I was just like.
You were scared for France. I was scared.
No, I wasn't scared. I was just like, bro, like like even if like to make it go to penalties when they were down 0-2 and they didn't have all their players, I'm just like, you know what I'm saying? Like maybe France is probably the better team, but Argentina, you know what I'm saying, they won, so they have the right to say they're the best team. Mm-hmm. But at the same time, they didn't have all their players, so you know what I'm saying? Like
I definitely give Argentina the ups. I think Argentina had the better team overall coming into the tournament. I think France were too reliant on Mbappe in that last final game. In my opinion, I feel like they're very reliant on him, and it showed. Like he was literally carrying the team on his back. Like the team, I actually thought like France was like you know what I mean, like Australia, bro. Like that game, like they were before Mbappe like showed out. Like they were playing like absolutely like
that first set was just
absolutely terrible, horrendous, bro.
Turnovers, bro. Yeah, bro.
It was horrendous. So I was like, for Mbappe to score those 2 goals in like less than like 90 seconds, I believe. So it was like. That was a big deal, to be honest. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, bro, you know what I'm saying? Whoever wins is the best team at the end of the day.
Yeah, exactly.
But if someone was to tell me like who's the better team, I would still say France, bro. You know what I'm saying? Because like.
No, I think you think the best team in that tournament was definitely Brazil. On paper?
On paper, yeah.
Yeah, 1,000%.
Coming into the tournament, yeah, too.
1,000%.
Okay,
best team on paper.
Brazil. I'm not arguing that. I feel like they're a really good team as well. But I would still pick Argentina over Brazil. Just simply
experience or what?
Yeah, just simply because like you know what I'm saying, they have like you know what I'm saying, they have that experience, like you know what I'm saying, like they went far and stuff like that. But Brazil, man, they're really talented. You know what I'm saying? Especially, I forgot the guy that did the scissor kick, bro. I was
Richarlison,
yeah, bro. I was just like, bro, this guy, bro. And then Neymar, you know what I'm saying. I ain't gonna lie to y'all, bro. I feel like Neymar is a little overrated.
I'm a Neymar fan. Bro, the beard that don't know if they saw this. You remember that short I posted? Bro, if you didn't see that short, I definitely said that Neymar could not carry a team.
No, it's okay, bro.
In a club. I said that. I stand on that.
He's a good player, bro. But like, if like you know what I'm saying, we're having like you know what I'm saying, like you're counting on your whole country on him, bro. I would say he wouldn't, like, you know what I'm saying, deliver. And we haven't seen it, you know what I'm saying? So I have the right to say
that. That is true. That is true.
You know what I'm saying? I have the right to say that because he's never
won any. That's a fair point.
He hasn't won. I think he won the Olympics when he was younger for Brazil.
No, but I'm not saying he's a bad player, you know what I'm saying? He's a good player. He's a really good player, you know what I'm saying? Really good football player, you know what I'm saying? Really good. He's really agile and everything, bro. I'm just saying, like, in terms of, like, it all comes down to pressure, you know what I'm saying? Who can deliver, you know what I'm saying? Like, what Mbappe did during the finals, you know what I'm saying? How he did, like, carry the whole team on his back. I don't see Neymar doing something like that, you know what I'm saying? It's just either you have it or you don't. You know, so you can have all the time.
Why do you feel like?
It might be a bias to Neymar because I'm just Neymar.
No, I'm not.
I want to know why.
Why?
Because I feel like
why I disagree or
yeah,
why?
I feel like you're really like you're a big Neymar supporter, so I want to know like your deepening reasoning why.
I think he's a good soccer player, but I tell you, like, you know what I'm saying, just.
I feel like it's due to, I think in previous squads he hasn't had that much talent. I mean, 2018 you could argue that, but 2014, you know, the talent it wasn't like as much as this year's squad, because that's why they were so like touted to win. You know, I think they were FIFA ranked what, number 1 or number 2?
I think so. I think Belgium were 2 or 1
in this year.
Yeah, before going into the tournament.
Yeah. Brazil was up there though. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, for sure.
Their squad was significantly better, especially with the attack.
The bench was better
all
than
these new players.
20 of the teams at the tournament. Yeah.
Yeah, this was like the first time that like Neymar had like such a contending squad. So that's why I felt for me, with that supporting cast that he was able to do it. Unfortunately, he wasn't. But I feel like just being that this was the first squad that first contending squad, it's hard to say that, For me, I wouldn't really say he's overrated. I feel like if he plays the next World Cup, he's only 30, so...
He's 31, yeah.
31. So he has one more in him. He said he wanted to retire, but I feel like if he wants to go for the other one, he still has a good chance, in my opinion.
I'm going to drop the question because you guys didn't want to drop it, but when's the next time Ethiopia's going to make the World Cup?
Oh, my God.
I got to know, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, I got to know, bro. Listen, Morocco made it for you, you know what I'm saying? So, you know what I'm saying?
Let me tell you the real reason, right? And I'm gonna speak on this on the podcast, and I actually had this conversation with somebody earlier.
Yeah, bro, come on.
I think colonization has helped all these countries make it to the World Cup.
That's what. Okay, we know that.
That's the truth of things. Let me give you my point. Ethiopia and Liberia are the only 2 non-colonized countries, right? I think as a country, Ethiopia, over 100 million people, by the way, right?
Yeah. It's a very big population.
Over 100 million people, right? I think if Ethiopia got the right resources and people like because we're in the process. I have people, you know what I mean, that I know. I can't disclose any sources, anything like that, but I know that are trying to work something magic, you know what I mean, on the back home, so that we can like make that tournament run, or like, But I feel like, put it like this: Tunisia was colonized by France. Morocco was colonized by France. Like, look, if you look at the Moroccan squad, all those players were from France or Netherlands. I literally didn't see one player that was born, maybe like one or two players that were born in Morocco, grew up in Morocco.
I mean, for the French team, that's not the case though. To my knowledge.
For the France team?
No, for the Tunisian team.
Tunisian team? No, there are a lot of players that are not from Tunisia, bro. Because, bro, you have to understand something, right? Bro. These players did not get developed in that country, bro.
Okay, I understand that.
That didn't happen, bro.
I understand that. What about like teams like, you know what I'm saying, like
name one country that didn't get colonized that made it to the tournament. There you go.
That made
Silence.
It to the tournament.
Okay, African country, my fault.
Okay, no, but it should not benefit you though, right?
Huh?
Because bro, like look,
it doesn't benefit you. It doesn't benefit you. You know why? Because we have no other country to go to. We don't have an.
Yeah, we don't have those countries. They go in with that better development, and then they come back. Or they,
exactly.
If they, no, but that's if they're good though.
You know,
that could be for anybody.
It's a bigger chance
for anybody too, though. Bro, anybody can go. But like, let's say you're from fucking like.
But dude,
bro, you have to have those ties, like with Tunisia.
No, you don't. I'm saying you don't. I'm saying you don't. But listen.
Let me hear your point. Why?
Okay, but listen. Let's say you were born in Malaysia, right?
That don't make sense though.
And then you're really good at soccer player, and it's known. I'm talking about. It's not like how it used to be in the 90s.
No, but
listen.
Let him finish.
It's not how it used to be like in the 90s and the 80s. You know what I'm saying? We got social media. You know what I'm saying? Y'all forget about that.
But listen, bro. Social media is not the determining factor. Funds, bro.
It's all about exposure.
Bro. Come on. Bro, you need funds. You need funds to get somewhere and anything.
Okay, but what gives you funds though? What gives you funds?
Attention.
Exactly, attention is social media. Social media is attention. Social media equals attention equals fun.
But I feel like this is like more of an economic issue with like these countries.
No, but I'm saying I'm just saying it's not how it used to be. You know what I'm saying? I feel like it's easier. You know what I'm saying?
Bro, let me tell you.
My argument is you don't have to have those ties.
I'm gonna name every country in Africa that made it to the World Cup, and I'm gonna tell you who they got colonized by: Tunisia, France, Morocco, France, Cameroon, France, Senegal, France.
A lot of West Africa, France. Yeah.
What was the last country that made it to the tournament? Tunisia, Morocco, Cameroon, Senegal.
Algeria didn't make it. Yeah.
No, Algeria didn't make it.
Yeah, it was just
in this World Cup.
Algeria didn't make it. No, Algeria didn't make it.
No, Cameroon made it. Cameroon.
I said Cameroon. Those are 4 teams.
Yeah, that's it.
There were 5 teams that made it to the tournament.
No, it was Tunisia, Morocco, Senegal, Cameroon. I think that was it.
Ghana,
England. Boom. That's 5. That's 5 top.
If you think about it, bro, all of that whole continent almost got
Listen. No, now I'm gonna speak on the record. We're literally speaking. I think like maybe Pod or two. One of my friends has seen. He was on as a guest, right? Okay. He literally said Ghana has a facility in Denmark where they send their players to get developed and come back to Ghana. Bro, that's literally. That's like gold. That's like gold, bro. You're giving these players gold and you expect them not to perform? But like what? Like what?
No, but listen. First of all, like you're gonna be supporting my point if you say that because you're saying that Ethiopia it's never been like touched by Europeans, and that's not true.
No, listen. Okay, pause.
You guys,
we have never been colonized as a country.
Okay, no, I'm not talking about colonized. I'm saying when you have ties to a European country.
No, now. Bro, even the ties that we do didn't even make the World Cup, bro. They didn't even make the World Cup.
How do you guys say bye?
Huh?
How do you guys say bye?
Bro, that's not the point. Okay. No, but that's not. We don't speak their language. We're the only.
It's a lot different though. It's a lot different.
Bro, you literally speak their language. You're literally Tunisia is literally French.
Yeah, he doesn't speak Italian. We don't speak Italian.
I'm not arguing with that.
Listen.
I'm not arguing with that though.
I promise you. Listen. I promise you, I will never have to learn Italian when I go to Ethiopia. I promise you, I'll never have to interact with it. I might interact with the Italian. Ethiopia's got much more Western, right? That's like a deeper convo for another time.
Okay.
But they're definitely like, you know what I mean? Like they don't have the ties they have to Italy. Italy never got us. You know what I'm trying to say?
Okay, I know, I get what you mean, bro. But I'm saying that, and that's not even going to my point. I'm saying my point is you don't need a tie with a European country. I'm not. That's my point. That's my point. I'm saying if it's all about like how like good like you know what I'm saying like. First of all, like Ethiopians, you know what I'm saying, they're genetically gifted, you know what I'm saying? Why
would I argue that? That's my country. Listen, pause. But they're genetically gifted in running. That's like we're the best runners.
That's what soccer is, but you gotta run, but you gotta have endurance.
You know what? More than running, man.
I know. I'm saying, do you have an advantage if you're really fast and you have endurance? Of course you have an advantage.
Pause. Can I say something?
Go.
In soccer, you need 2 things. You need speed and explosiveness.
Okay.
That is not long distance running. Long distance running is stamina and consistency.
Okay, but do you also get that you need endurance too? Huh? That's like a big point, bro. You need endurance.
But endurance is the last thing. Because there's 90 minutes, bro. This is not a marathon. It's not like, you know what I mean? You don't have to run long like that. You're comparing 2 different types of runnings and 2 different types of sports. You can't put sprinting. We're not good at sprinting. That's Jamaicans. We're not. Well, you see, I got you. We're not good at sprinting.
Why are you missing your people, bro?
We're not good at
sprinting. He's right. Though. It's different.
Ethiopians are good at long distance.
Long distance.
We're literally, bro, the best long distance. Us and Kenya, 2 East African countries, right? great at long distance, right?
Okay.
But and also you have to understand something, and I'm also gonna put blame. You know, what I mean, I'm not gonna say too much, but you know, some countries put a little bit more into their funding of football than others.
Okay.
But like I said, the colonization
that helps too.
That helps, but it doesn't help as much as like you having an actual like resource to go to if needed for their players, their development or whatnot.
Okay.
I think so.
Can I say something?
I agree.
All right, bro. All right, first of all, it's not like, you know what I'm saying, like, these European countries just go out and accept you. It's not like that, bro. Trust me. It's not like that. And I can tell you, bro. I can tell you this with experience, bro. You know what I'm saying? I've been to Tunisia and I've been to France, bro. You know what I'm saying? So I can tell you guys.
Right.
It might sound messed up, but, like, it's the truth, bro. So, listen. If you're Tunisian, right, and, like, you're Tunisian, you know what I'm saying? I'm not saying, like, you know what I'm saying, your parents are French. That's completely different.
Yeah, you're 100%
I'm saying you're 100% Tunisian. You have to understand that it's very, very hard to go to actually France. Even though you're colonized by them, you know what I'm saying? It's very hard to go to any European country, you know what I'm saying? I was having a talk with this guy on the beach, bro. I was asking, bro, does it snow in Tunisia? He was like, yeah, it does. I was like, bro, does the beach, does it freeze when it snows? He's like, listen, if that ever happened, all the Tunisians would go run across the sea. Because the passport is so weak. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Bro, when he said that, I was geeking, bro. So I was like, bro, you guys were colonized by France, you know what I'm saying? So why can't you guys go there, you know what I'm saying? He's just like, listen, man. It's not like what it seems, you know what I'm saying? We can't go anywhere, you know what I'm saying? We're trapped in this country. That's what they say. They're boxed in this country, bro. So for you to say that, oh, just because they were colonized, but here we have an outlet there. That's not. But
I'm not saying. I didn't say that. There are a lot of Tunisians diasporas. Diasporas are people like you, people that live here, but they're Tunisian blood, right?
Okay.
Those are the guys that are playing for the country. My fault. I think I clarified that earlier. Those are the players that are performing for Tunisia. No one in Tunisia's team, you know what I mean, like that was born in Tunisia is performing for the national team. That's a fact. It's a fact. I'll look it up right now.
But okay, but are their parents like from
exactly?
France?
They're from Tunisian.
No, are their parents from France?
No, most of them are Tunisian. It's like me. I'm from here, but I'm Ethiopian. You know what I'm trying to say? Do you get what I'm trying to say?
That's different. See,
that's not different. It's the same thing I just said.
They made it there. That's different because they made it there.
What do you mean?
They made it to France, so they consider French. You know what I'm saying?
I don't consider myself American. Like obviously,
but you are American.
I am American, but it's like I don't like put myself in that box. I don't be like.
I'm saying, but you can say you're American though. You know what I'm saying? If somebody asks you, you know what I'm saying, you're Ethiopia. So if you go to Ethiopia, right, and like you fluent in Amharic now, right?
Huh? Yeah, almost. Yeah.
Like you can like pass as a local, right?
I think so. Yeah.
You see, you think so? So you know what I'm saying? You don't know.
Yeah.
They're gonna ask you where you're from. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna say U.S. You know what I'm saying? That's how it is, bro. And it's not like, you know what I'm saying, like.
Look, you know what? I'm on the Tunisian roster right now. You know what I'm looking at?
What's up?
Looking, bro, come here. You know Mejbri? He plays for Birmingham City.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Where's he from? Every CSCN, I don't know how to pronounce that. France. There you go. France,
bro,
right?
See, that's my point.
Kazari?
That's my point.
France.
Bro, you really proved my point, bro.
Yusuf Maskani? Tunisia. Actually, that's respect. He's from Tunisia. Sadio Mane is from Senegal, by the way. There are a couple players, actually star players. Sadio Mane is actually born in Senegal. Samuel Eto'o is actually from Cameroon. You know Samuel Eto'o, right?
Yeah.
He's actually from, and so was Drogba. But that's very rare. Those are rare. Like,
but you just proved my point, though.
France. I
just told you, bro. They don't have like any, like they can't. It's very hard for them to get to France. It's hard.
I don't know what your point is. That like.
No, because you're saying they have an outlet there, and that's not the truth. I'm saying.
But he said they're born there though.
Some of them are born there, bro.
Okay, that's what I'm saying.
Literally, if you're born there, it's like
if there's a lot that's born there, how is it?
But they can say they're French though.
Uh-huh. Of course they can say, but they're rejects. They're not gonna make it to France. It's too difficult to make it on the French national team.
They can say they're French though, so that's different.
But they know they're not gonna say they're French.
I'm talking about like pure Tunisians.
Actually, I'm not gonna lie. I was looking at the roster right now. There are some pure Tunisians.
Right.
Actually, there's some pure Tunisians. That's on the Tunisian national team, but that's why you guys didn't get past the group. That's
boom, roasted.
That's besides the point.
That's besides the point.
We're not talking about.
Hi, let me ask you real talk. When you went to the tournament, what were your expectations for the Tunisian national team?
Okay, listen. All right. This was the game plan that we had. All right, that's, you know what I'm saying. I collaborated with some of my fellow Tunisian brethren out there. You know what I'm saying. So this was our game plan. We were just like, all right. So we already tied Denmark, all right? So we're just like, all right, bet, you know what I'm saying? We just have to beat Australia, you know what I'm saying? And then France was going to beat, like, you know what I'm saying? They're going to beat all the teams.
Yeah.
But, like, when they went to Tunisia, like, when they were going to play Tunisia, they wouldn't really care, you know what I'm saying? Like how we saw before, they saw all their star players and stuff. So Tunisia could have got that win, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So, you know what I'm saying? If we just beat them, I'm saying we would have qualified, bro. So we France and Tunisia, bro. That's what we had going in, bro. But
You guys made the upset. You guys made the upset. You guys and Cameroon made 2 crazy upsets. I think on the same day, right?
No, but listen.
Tunisia beat France and Brazil beat Cameroon beat Brazil. But I know they didn't mean anything.
I don't even look at it as an upset, bro. Because, bro, all of their star players were on the bench. That's number 1. All right, number 2, bro, like, it's a game that didn't even matter, bro. So for you to say it's an upset, nah. I would say the Saudi Arabia versus Argentina, that was an upset. Yeah. Because, you know what I'm saying, they had all their players and everything, you know what I'm saying? It was 0-2, bro. So that was a good game. But the Tunisian one, bro, hell no, man.
Really? Meaningless game?
I feel like, yeah, but especially for Tunisian, it didn't really mean anything.
Yeah, it didn't mean anything. But there's nothing on the line, you know what I'm saying? So there's, you know what I'm saying? They had all their you know what I'm saying? They had their starting roster. And France didn't, like, you know what I'm saying, they had their second string. So I don't really care.
Yeah. I feel like a lot of people had high hopes for Tunisia. I'm not gonna lie.
A lot of people called them dark horses.
Even Yoni, remember Yoni was saying
Yoni was saying they're dark horses.
I had my spirit up, and I'm saying I had my Tunisian drip on, but
you obviously wasted money in Qatar for that jersey.
He saw a picture of me like in the World Cup, and I'm saying I was lit, bro. You know what I'm saying? But then after that Australia game, you know what I'm saying, I'm not from here.
Bonjour, coming to the.
I just switch cultures up, bro. But nah, that's why, you know what I'm saying. But like I said, bro, like that's a good point that you said though, bro. I feel like it's. I mean, I get what you're saying about like having an outlet in a European country or whatever, bro. But at the same time, like I feel like if you just have the right exposure, you can have that access. You know what I'm saying? You don't need a colonization. That's what I was trying to say.
So okay, what do you feel like is a problem for these African countries that don't make the World Cup?
Okay, so I'm saying if they had a really good social media presence, you know what I'm saying? Like especially if you're a talented, like, you know what I'm saying, like you're from Africa, right? So let's talk about Ethiopia, right? So let's say you have like really good soccer players. I'm telling you, some soccer players, they're really good, but they just don't have the exposure, you know what I'm saying? So it's just a matter of getting exposure, you know what I'm saying? So if they have that exposure, they can get, you know what I'm saying, to these European countries, you know what I'm saying, and play, you know what I'm saying, and you know what I'm saying, see like where their talent maxes out at, right? And go back to Ethiopia, you know what I'm saying? But see, that's another point too. Some people might not even go back to the home country.
That's another problem. You know they want to chase the easier route.
Look at Isaac.
Exactly. See, so that's another problem you got to face too.
He's actually Eritrean, but he plays on the Swedish national team because that was like us. He was born and raised in Sweden. What do you feel about that? Because you know. Being Eritrean, like, how do you feel? I get his
desire. Yeah, I'm Eritrean. I get his desire, obviously, to chase the better team, but you know, it's just, you know, as an Eritrean, I would want him to play for us, but you know, it's just. I mean, that's only one player. You know, we have a long way to go, and he probably obviously sees the problem in Eritrea's, you know, football system. Yeah. So, I understand from both sides.
Well, you said yourself that you would play for Eritrea, on the record, right?
Yeah.
Would you play for Tunisia or France if you had the chance to play?
I need a World Cup win, bro. I'm sorry, bro.
Wow. This guy was literally arguing me for almost 25 minutes about the problems of colonization. That's crazy. No, you have to have a monologue, bro. Come on.
Listen. If there's Mbappe, Benzema, you know what I'm saying, like all these players at France, bro, and like we have a really.
Who knows if you make that team?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. If I'm that good, I'm like, you know what I'm saying, like I'm good enough to play for that team, you know what I'm saying, and get minutes, bro. I'll play for them, bro.
You play for France? That's crazy.
Bro, but listen, bro. If I play for Tunisia, right, I feel like my talent would go to waste. So it's kind of like, you know what I'm saying, how KD was on the OKC Thunder, you know what I'm saying. I didn't really get basketball.
NBA terms,
yeah, you know what I'm saying. It's kind of like that, you know what I'm saying. He felt like his talents were going to waste, bro. So I feel like the same way, you know what I'm saying. If I'm like really talented, but if I was like average, you know what I'm saying, I'd get like bench minutes on like. Even I feel like I still play for them, bro. Just to get a World Cup when
you still play for them.
Bro, it's like so hard to get a World. It happens every 4 years, man. All right, that's number one. Number two, if I'm old, bro, and like I already have a World Cup, I'll probably play for Tunisia. Yeah.
You know, I was watching this one take, right? The guy was basically saying that he thinks. So he was like, I think he was Italian and Cameroonian, right? He was like, he believes he should play for he could play for both teams. I was like, I don't think you just play. He was like, okay, he could play for Cameroon in the African Cup of Nations, then play for Italy in the Euros, and then he had to make a decision in the World Cup. And I'm like, I just feel like that's how club play. Yeah. That's literally there's a reason why there's international play and club play. I feel like international play is like your loyalty, where your loyalty resides.
It's different for me and you though, cause like I'm mixed, like, you know what I'm saying. If I was like 100% Tunisian, I'll play for Tunisia. You know what I'm saying.
Your dad is Tunisian, right?
Yeah. No.
You have to play for Tunisia. You have to play for Tunisia. You have to play for Tunisia, bro. It's a simple point. As simple as that. It's as simple as that, bro. You have to play for Tunisia.
But you have to understand, bro. He's not just like it's half. You know what I'm saying?
He's half French.
No, he's not French.
Where is he half?
American. Native. I thought I was native, bro. Come on, man.
So he's a native Tunisian or Native American?
Native American.
Oh, so he's like, you're like second generation. You're like third generation, second or third generation?
Second generation.
We're first generation. Yeah, okay.
That's what I'm saying. So, for you to, like, you know what I'm saying? If I was 100% Tunisian, bro, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, bro, sometimes, I'm not gonna even lie to you, sometimes I don't even feel welcome in my own country, bro.
Really?
Like, I'm not even telling, bro. Bro, like, I go there, bro, and they say, no, you're American. I come here, they say you're Tunisian. I go to France, they say I'm American. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, wherever I go, I'm never from there, basically. You know what I'm saying?
I see.
So, bro, you know what I'm saying?
You feel like you're misplaced, like, with your, like, nationality?
Bro, yes, man. Really? It sucks, bro. You know what I'm saying? I'm with you guys. I'm Tunisian. You know what I'm saying? But, like, dog,
but you're Arab fluently, right?
Yeah, bro, you know what I'm saying?
You have like an accent with it. They know you're from America.
Sometimes, like, I slip up, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, and then they just be out there, oh, nah, this guy's American, bro.
Yeah.
Like, damn. Because the way I dress and everything, you know what I'm saying? There's a lot to go to, you know what I'm saying?
No, for sure. No. I think everywhere is like that. Like, they can tell, like, if you're in
No, but it sucks because, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it shouldn't be like that, you know what I'm saying? And so, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not going to say that, bro, but, like.
No, you can speak.
No, I ain't gonna say it, bro.
Okay.
Shout out to them, yeah, bro. Shout out to Tunisian, bro.
Shout out to Tunisia.
At the same time, like,
we're not getting canceled today, bro.
I don't want you to get canceled, bro.
Yeah, but yeah, bro, this was a good combo. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah. What do you? I was gonna say. So, do you plan on? Do you watch Premier League football, by the way?
I'm gonna get into it, bro. I got you.
You gotta get into it?
I'm gonna get into it. I got you. I'll post it on my story, bro. Shout out to the soccer crew, bro. I got you.
Let me. So you know, basically, all the Premier League talk is gone because we did 25 minutes. It was a good combo. No, it was a good combo. It was good.
Damn, I'm gonna watch it, bro.
It's all good, bro. Dude, we definitely. It was a pleasure having you. But I wanna get like on a couple things before we get out of here. Go. The Chelsea Man City, they're playing at, so by the way, we're shooting Thursday, so it might get posted Sunday, probably Sunday, depending on how they voted. You know what happened last week? I basically sent out a vote to see, do you guys want it like Sunday, New Year's, or do you guys want it Monday? I was getting 50-50 results. I was like, there's no way you guys have me 50-50. I was like, you know what, I'm gonna make you guys wait another day. The thing was, later on, more people got Sunday, New Year's, but I was like, you know what, they don't. I'll give you guys one more day, like, just to wait, right? But, now, since the Premier League, it's been going great, you know. We'll definitely get into that, you know, in the next podcast for sure. But like, I want to just get into Chelsea versus Man City. They're playing at 3:00. It's around like almost 1 right now, so in 2 hours. Who do you guys feel like, you know, starting from Adele, who do you think is gonna, you know, edge that match?
Who's the home team actually, by the way?
I think we're back at Stamford Bridge. Yeah.
Stamford Bridge.
Yeah.
Wait, why are you a Chelsea fan?
I'm a drug bro.
Why are you a Chelsea fan, bro?
What's wrong?
I loved you know Didier Drogba, right?
Yeah.
That was my favorite player growing up. Like, that's why I started watching football. That was the reason I started watching football. So, yeah.
Why don't you mess with like any of the Ethiopian?
Ethiopian clubs?
Yeah.
I know a lot of Ethiopian clubs. Burna FC, Gorgi.
Why is that not your favorite?
Because it's not on TV. It's like possible.
Point proven, bro.
Point proven.
Do you watch Tunisian?
You watch Tunisian football, bro?
Nah, I don't watch. I was coming clean on my intentions. I was coming clean.
Nah, bro. Alright. Nothing weird about Ethiopian Premier League, but I don't have like the unfortunately the resources to watch the game.
Yeah, but Chelsea, it's an England team, right?
Yeah, but it's on TV here.
It's on TV. You know what I mean? I can't. It's like how I watch football. Yeah.
But I appreciate you guys having me on the show.
But I want to get the last take. So Chelsea versus City. Who do you have coming out? Stamford Bridge.
I'm pretty confident City will win. You know, I'm gonna say like 2-0. Haaland will score 2 goals.
You know what's crazy? On my app, basically says that Chelsea has a 28% chance of winning this one, and then City has a 59% chance.
That's crazy.
There's a 13% draw. So for me, I'm gonna beat the odds, bro. Chelsea's definitely gonna win this one. 2-1. I think it's gonna be tough. You know, we lost that big one to Nottingham Forest last game. It was very disappointing, you know, to see like the team just in that second half, and you know what I mean, Serge Aurier, you know, being able to score, and then it just shows why, you know, we're 10th in the Prem now. You know, it really shows, you know, what's going on. I feel like there's a lot to be improved. You know, us having a new manager and whatnot. I think we're definitely gonna need a year to take. I heard there was a big rumor about Enzo Fernandez. We're basically gonna be spending $135 million.
That's a lot.
On him, that's a lot of money. I think Ronaldo's getting paid $200 million. The fact that we're about to pay this, he just won like best young player of the World Cup. You know what I mean? It's a great like award.
Yeah, he's a good player.
So. He's not killing Mbappe, dog. You know what I mean? Like $135 million.
These price tags are insane.
Bro, in England, bro, no way. We'll see how that goes. I'm not a fan of that. I don't think we should be spending that type of money with the amount of improvements that we need as a club. But yeah, that's my take on it. You know, I want the fans to know. I want to see how they feel about it. But Abdul, what is your favorite club, by the way?
I told you, bro.
Oh, Marseille?
Yeah,
Marseille. Okay, Marseille.
I live in Marseille. Yeah.
Marseille. Do you know? Have you kept up recently or no? It's okay. Be honest. It's okay.
Pressure and pen and all digital platforms. Yeah. Shout out to them. Yeah.
No, for sure.
Nah, I haven't kept up.
Yeah. So I have Chelsea 2-1 on that one. I think that's gonna be a great match. I think there's no Premier League this weekend actually.
Yeah, this is the only game this week, and then this weekend there's no games.
No.
Yeah, I just remember this is the only game.
I think I think they've been having a lot of games recently because they're trying to catch up from like the World Cup.
Yeah, for sure.
Like I think like for the last like week and some change, like there's been straight Premier League games. There may be like a day or two break, but yeah, that's how things are going. But yeah, man, this was a great, you know what I mean, great pod. I'm glad that you came, you know what I mean. If you want to shout out anything, you can shout out right now. We'll tag it down below, anything that you want.
That's straight, bro. I appreciate you guys for having me on the show, bro.
For sure.
I ain't trying to, you know what I'm saying, do all that, bro.
No.
Appreciate you, you know what I'm saying, bro.
For sure, bro.
You know what I'm saying? Shout out to y'all, bro.
My brother, bro.
You know what I'm saying?
Habibi, this is my Habibi right here. One day, Habibi. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. But anyways, thank you guys for this short pod. I want to say peace out, everyone. Football Boys out.